A fiery Australian MP, hat tipped low, explodes in rage at a press conference, shaking his fist and threatening to punch a journalist right there on camera. All because a question touched on his Lebanese roots amid a heated immigration debate. Bob Katter, the maverick from Queensland, didn't just lose his cool. He doubled down, claiming he should have been more aggressive. This isn't some dusty outback brawl. It's the heart of Auspol, where words can turn to threats in seconds, exposing cracks in our political facade. Smash that like button if you're ready to dive deeper into the scandals shaking Canberra. Bob Katter's outburst unfolded in Brisbane, during a rally promo against immigration policies he calls disastrous. The journalist, Josh Barvers from 9, simply noted Katter's heritage, sparking accusations of racism from the MP himself. Katter roared back, calling the reporter a bigot and warning of violence if pushed further. Politicians from all sides condemned it. Labor's Anthony Albanese urged self-reflection, while the Greens demanded repercussions or resignation. In a stunning escalation, Katter got referred to Parliament's standards watchdog, facing potential pay docks or suspension. But here's the twist. Katter distanced himself from a neo-Nazi group linked to the same rally, claiming no knowledge of their megaphone he used. This isn't isolated eccentricity. It's a symptom of deeper tensions in Auspol, where anti-immigration fervour meets personal demons. As protests erupted nationwide, Katter's threats highlighted how quickly debates devolve into danger. Viewers, what if this rage signals a broader breakdown in civil discourse? The referral could change everything, forcing MPs to face real accountability. Yet Katter stands firm, unapologetic, turning oppressor into a national spectacle. Investigations loom, with 9 considering legal action over his aggressive behaviour. This story peels back layers of hypocrisy. A man fighting for Australian values while rejecting his own multicultural ties. As the watchdog deliberates, whispers of expulsion grow louder, potentially ending a colourful career. But wait, could this ignite even bigger rallies? The immigration marches he backed drew thousands, blending legitimate concerns with extremist fringes. Katter's Lebanese grandfather adds irony, making his denial a personal bombshell. Aussies are divided. Some see him as a truth-teller, others a loose cannon. Parliament's response will test if threats have consequences, or if eccentricity excuses all. As details emerge from leaked footage, one thing's clear: this scandal is far from over. Shifting gears to the CFMEU saga, where corruption allegations have unions in turmoil. The construction, forestry, maritime, mining, and energy union faces a federal crackdown, with Labor forcing administration amid claims of Bikie ties and rotten culture. Thousands of workers flooded streets in protest, chanting against what they call government overreach. But revelation stunned everyone. Leaked reports exposed kickbacks, standover tactics, and organised crime infiltration. Victorian Premier Jacinta Allen vowed to implement damning recommendations, targeting the union's construction arm for a total overhaul. In a jaw-dropping move, the coalition pushed for US-style racketeering laws to dismantle what Peter Dutton calls a corrupt empire. Court challenges delay fixes, as gangs reportedly evolve tactics to evade scrutiny. Workers argue it's a witch hunt, but evidence piles up. Redundancy packages worth hundreds of thousands dangled to silence insiders. This isn't just union drama. It's a battle for Australia's building boom, where billions in projects hang in the balance. What if the administration uncovers ties to politicians? Early findings suggest corruption operates like a syndicate, with CFMEU bosses prioritising power over members. Protests turned chaotic, with construction sites grinding to halt. Labor rubbished the coalition's plan as reckless, but public distrust soars. As referrals flood in, from welfare scandals to leaked emails, the union's future teeters. Surprise audits revealed NDIS misuse linked to union perks, broadening the crackdown. This story weaves greed, power, and betrayal, threatening Labor's grip on blue-collar votes. With administration stymied by legal fights, workers fear job losses while bosses scramble. Could this topple key figures? The saga exposes how unions, meant to protect, can corrupt from within. Now, linking Katter's threats to CFMEU woes reveals a web of Auspol corruption. Katter's rally ties into broader unrest, where union muscle allegedly backs anti-immigration pushes. Scandals overlap. CFMEU's Bikie connections mirror the extremism at protests Katter distanced from. In a surprising connection, Victorian reviews cite union corruption fueling social divides, like those Katter amplifies. Referrals multiply. Greens pushed Katter's case to the tribunal, while CFMEU faces federal probes. Storytelling here uncovers heroes and villains, whistleblowers risking all against entrenched power. But hold on, what if Katter's heritage denial masks deeper union alliances? Reports hint at CFMEU funding anti-migrant campaigns, blending scandals. This crackdown isn't isolated, it's a purge. Labour's Tony Burke warned of no place for criminality, yet delays spark outrage. Moments of shock abound. A CFMEU official's redundancy payout exposed as hush money, tying to Katter's circle via shared donors. As Parliament debates, suspensions loom for both. Narrative builds tension. Will the watchdog bite or fold under pressure? Union fixes promise transparency, but court battles prolong agony. Aussies watch, wondering if this finally cleans house. Corruption's grip weakens, yet surprises lurk in hidden deals. Midway through, stay tuned to Aussie political updates for the raw truth on these explosive stories. Diving deeper, recent referrals paint a grim picture. BobKatter's tribunal hearing could set precedents, with Greens leader Adam Bandt calling for immediate action. Surprise testimony from journalists details prior threats, escalating the case. Meanwhile, CFMEU's administration uncovers forged documents in major builds, shocking stakeholders. Union issues balloon, from Victoria's rotten culture probe to federal task forces on crime. In a plot twist, ex-CFMEU officials turn informants, revealing slush funds for political sway. This storytelling grips with betrayal, loyal members discovering bosses' lavish lifestyles amid worker hardships. Crackdown intensifies as police raid sites, seizing evidence of extortion. But what if it backfires, radicalizing unions further? Protests swell, with workers clashing over loyalty. Katter's scandal feeds in, his threat symbolizing unchecked aggression mirroring union thuggery. Referrals to IBAC and AFP multiply, linking scandals across states. Narrative arcs toward justice, yet delays frustrate. As 2025 unfolds, these issues dominate, testing Albanese's mandate. The union crackdown's human cost emerges in tales of affected families. Workers, caught in crossfire, share stories of intimidation turned reform. Surprise alliances form. Some CFMEU branches back the fixes, exposing internal rifts. Katter's referral, meanwhile, draws international eyes, with Reuters highlighting Aussie political volatility. In a riveting turn, leaked Adani ties resurface, blending CFMEU corruption with environmental scandals. Storytelling here humanizes the chaos, a builder's whistleblower account of Bikie standovers, or Katter's family defending his heritage amid backlash. But suspense builds. Will suspension stick, or appeals drag on? Auspol's integrity hangs by a thread, with public polls demanding swift action. Wrapping up, these scandals underscore urgent reform needs. Katter's threats and CFMEU fixes reveal systemic flaws, from unchecked rage to embedded corruption. In a final surprise, cross-party bills propose tougher ethics codes, potentially reshaping Parliament. As stories converge, Aussies demand accountability. What revelations await next? For more on Auspol's wild ride, subscribe to Aussie Political Updates, your go-to for unfiltered updates.